I'm now joined by Louis the Last Samurai Smolka. Louis is coming off a successful UFC debut at UFC Fight Night 35 against Altalkin Ozkilik. Louis, thank you very much for joining me.
Uh, Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Congratulations on winning your first UFC fight.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
I mean, of course, going into the fight, you were going in as an undefeated fighter. Did it feel different going in with it being your first UFC fight?
To be honest, the whole week I was freaking out. It felt kind of different. I was worried. It feels like, oh man, I'm stepping up to the big leagues. What if this guy just runs me over? Like, I was kind of worried like the whole week, but for some reason, when we went back, I don't know, after I started warming up, I was just like, I felt on point. I felt so good. Like, I don't know, it just, everything just clicked.
What was it like as well with not just if obviously being the first your first UFC fight, but also being on Fox Sports One? What was that like?
Oh, that was incredible to me. Getting bumped up to national TV, I thought that was amazing that they could like showcase all my skills and stuff, on national TV. I thought that was amazing.
What's the reaction been like as well from the media and from fans? Have you had much of a response?
It's been pretty wild. Like, I mean, I have people I don't even know adding me on Facebook, telling me I did a great job. They're my fans, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Everybody's been hitting me up. I've done maybe like 6, 7 interviews for websites now. It's been pretty amazing.
I mean, you made your professional debut in April 2012. Could you have
Yeah.
imagined that you'd have made it to the UFC this quick? I mean, I'm sure when you started out that was always going to be a goal to work towards the UFC, but to be 6-0 and get a UFC debut, was that a surprise?
Yeah, like, I mean, you always dream about it. You always kind of like, that's the goal. You want to be like the kid that breaks all these records and like come in young and, like young hot prospect. You always want to be that guy, but you never really know. And to actually have it happen, it's like, it's a pretty good feeling. It's pretty amazing.
I mean, you were facing Aptekin Ozkilik, and he's a very tough guy. He won his first UFC fight. What was your game plan going into that fight?
We know he was a really good wrestler, so the plan was to not let him lay on top of me and grind out a win. We really wanted to as soon as he'd take me down, the plan was to get back up without him doing much damage to me. Try to lock up submissions, keep threatening. When I was striking, try to use my range. Try to keep constantly punching at him. Uh, when well something that happened that kind of like it worked well for the game plan but wasn't really intentional was the knees to the body. Like, we thought he was gonna punch me in the body because that's the last guy I fought did that, so we thought he might have watched the tape and he would have came to my body, so I was using knees to counter that from the clinch, but that ended up stopping the takedown. That was a pretty good, like, unintended consequence of my game plan, I guess you could say.
Did you feel that you on the feet you had a big advantage over him then? Because you did seem to be picking him apart on the feet. Did you feel that that was going your way?
Yeah, I kind of thought I was gonna have a pretty good striking advantage because of the range and because of his background. And I have a really good striking coach. A lot of the guys I train with, are really, really good strikers. So we felt that I was definitely gonna have a striking advantage.
And with regards to your game plan then during the fight, of course, things can sometimes change during the fight. Did you feel your game plan just went smoothly and you didn't need to change anything, just keep it going throughout the course of the 3 rounds?
Yeah, to be honest, it went pretty according to plan. The plan was just as soon as he takes you down, get back up, keep striking with him, keep hitting him, and it went pretty according to plan. One of the bigger adjustments was when he was throwing the overhand right. We knew he was gonna throw it, but like the way he cut me a few times, he was punching over my jab at it. So that was kind of something I had to adjust for. I had to kind of hold my left hand higher and watch for that overhand. That one was ready for.
I mean, coming out of the fight as well, how did you feel? Did you have any knocks? And when would you like to get back in and compete again?
To be honest, I felt really good. I felt really calm. This has been my third fight in like 4 months. So like, I mean, it wasn't like I had ring rust or anything. I felt pretty good coming in. I don't know, like honestly, I was really nervous for the week leading up to it, but I'm always nervous and would just I don't know, everything just went smoothly. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better debut.
And have you got any injuries after the fight, or are you still feeling good?
I feel pretty good. My ankle is kind of bruised from kicking him, but nothing major, nothing like really serious. Feel pretty good.
When would you like to get back in and compete again then?
Um, I'm not 100% sure. I know Sean Shelby is trying to do some matchmaking with my agent, with my manager Jason. He's trying to like I guess they're trying to see how things shake out in my division because I know Sean, he likes to match up people that are coming up off of wins together. So I think they're trying to see who wins and loses a few of the upcoming 125 bouts before they really get anything settled.
With it being quite a new division as well, do you feel that if you can put a few wins together, with it being still in its infancy, if you like, you can rise up near the top quite quickly?
Oh, I definitely think that that's like the plan. I feel like my division isn't necessarily wide open, but cracking the top 5 is pretty like within my grasp. I feel like I honestly can crack that top 5 pretty quickly.
Have you got your eye on anybody as a potential opponent next, or do you just want to wait and see what's offered?
I just want to see what's offered. I want to see who I get and what styles match up well with mine.
Now, I was speaking to Russell, and I asked Russell the same question. I'll ask you as well. There's a real buzz at the moment around MMA in Hawaii. I mean, for a long time there was the one main Hawaiian fighter, of course, which is BJ Penn. But now
Yeah.
you're seeing lots of other fighters come through, and they're not just coming through, but they're making it into the UFC. What's it like being around that and being one of those people and training with people like that as well?
It's amazing. I feel like we really have something special going, and in Hawaii, fighting. I don't want to say like it's encouraged, but it's like there's a lot of pride out here. That's how like arguments and stuff are settled. Like especially in high school and stuff. Like if there's a problem with someone, you don't like you're not like a little punk. You don't go call to tell the teachers whatever. Like you fight like after school and you or during school and you settle it there. Like there's a lot of pride. So like I feel like that coming from that background, it's like it's really it breeds fighters well, and it's really to be a part of it.
Well, congratulations on a successful debut.
Oh, thank you, man.
We look forward to seeing you fight again, hopefully in the near future. But before we let you go, just want to give you a chance to do any shout outs. Want to thank any friends, family, sponsors, and also let the listeners know about your Facebook and your Twitter.
Oh yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Last Samurai MMA. You can add me on Facebook, like my fan page, Louis Smolka. I'd like to thank all my friends, family who've gotten me this far, who have supported me and believed in me, my parents especially. I'd also like to thank my coaches, my boy Charles at CKJ 808 Striking Systems. He's been a real big part of my camps. Russell Doan, honestly, like me, like that dude, honestly, built. Well, didn't really build me, but he put a lot of work into me, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Warhorse strength too. Sorry, my strength and conditioning.
Well, I can't wait to see you get in there and compete again. And once again, congratulations on a successful debut.
Thank you, Ray.